What they're really saying is, I like me. I think my hair says that I have some rebel in me, but I don't like to follow rules. So.
But this is the only thing that we have that we can keep. You know what I'm saying? When I change my hair, I feel like a completely different person. My hair says that I am confident, I'm more than a conqueror.
Black folks are still learning about their hairs. Just because that you have straight hair does not make you any better than someone that has natural curly or kinky hair.
Throughout African American history, Black women have been accustomed to believe that straight hair equaled good hair, and that their natural hair was seen as nappy because of its kinky hair type. In all actuality, Black women do have the power of having good hair.
Good hair is healthy hair. So as long as your hair is healthy, the integrity of it is good, it's not falling out, that's good hair. Good hair to me isn't wavy, curly, it has this curl pattern, it has this curl type. Good hair is healthy hair. You can have short, shaved off hair, and if it's healthy, it's good hair.
The natural hair is your own. Basically, you have the options to work out and go swimming and basically be active, which African American women weren't doing at one point. And also that you actually can grow this hair.
So the name of our shop is called The Good Hair Shop. Our motto is here, everybody has good hair. In terms of 4C, all of that great stuff, because typically in a Black person's hair, there are three types of textures of hair. And so I think when we get into the grade, I think that 4C is supposed to be something that is a negative type. So I actually stay away from, in terms of types of texture, that has just kind of recently came out. But I think in terms of natural hair, it's anything from curly, wavy, straight, in between, and even on your own head of hair, you could have at least 2 to 3 types of textures in one head.
Everybody has a totally different texture, so to compare them to each other, I just find it pointless. Like every day, I work with multiple naturals, and it's like every day I'll see a curl pattern that I've never seen before.
I believe that hair types is equivalent to like your fingerprints. So just like you and I don't have the same fingerprints, we don't have the same hair type. So you could look at my picture and say, oh, well, my hair is like hers, or my hair is similar to hers, but in the front, my hair may be one curl pattern. In the middle, it could be completely different. And sometimes that is brought upon, or that is a result of maybe heat damage or a lack of moisture. And maybe not heat damage, but as you straighten your hair and you're not doing it with integrity or properly, your curl pattern can be altered.
African American hair, though, is extremely porous. So basically it absorbs water extremely fast, and also due to the conditions that we live in, they're not conducive for hair growth. So basically the main thing with African American hair is to keep it moisturized, because it can become very dry, and dry hair equates to breakage.
Toward the end of slavery, Black women started using hot combs to straighten their hair after being told that their curls were unacceptable. In 1909, the first relaxer was used on an African American and is still being used today.
Okay, I definitely feel like it's beneficial for African Americans to wear their own hair. Not only is it a confidence booster, but you're not putting those chemicals in your scalp which trickle into your whole immune system. So relaxers, they have a lot of bad effects, and I'm not totally against it, to each their own, but I just feel like my clients who were relaxed in the past, they had severe migraines. They had psoriasis, they had eczema, and when they went natural, boom, all of that just vanished. You can't tell me something's not wrong with that.
If you look at that main active ingredient, which I think is called sodium hydroxide, that's in a relaxer, it could actually dissolve a can of Pepsi or a bottled soda can. And so that's what we're putting on our scalp. It takes 26 seconds for whatever ingredients in a cosmetic or hair and skincare product to enter your bloodstream. So I feel one of the best reasons that you should have a preference over relaxer versus a natural state is just for some health reasons.
I have clients that have transitioned from relaxed, and most of the time I find that they were relaxed because of conditioning. So basically what I mean by that is it was convenient because they were raised relaxing their hair. So it's basically like learning a language. If you were raised learning English, of course it's easier, it's harder to learn a different language.
Stop during like when your kids are going to graduation or when they have Easter, like an Easter dinner, or they're celebrating something. Stop straightening their hair for these events, because what you're telling them is, in order for me to go to this event, I have to have straight hair. And that's not the case. You can have a beautiful updo, still be a queen, and go to the Easter dinner, you know? Or you can graduate, walk across that stage with, you know, your natural hair. You don't have to straighten your hair to be socially accepted or to be considered a prestigious person. So
I think when you're 3 or 4 or 5, you get that immediate lesson or message that your hair looks better straight.
I feel like for so long, African American women didn't know that growing hair was an option for them. You know, it's always been stereotyped as we were bald-headed, we can't grow hair, and that's totally not the case. So with the new natural wave coming into play, it's like we actually see that we can grow hair, and it's just that straight hair requires a totally different regimen than curly hair. And so the whole time we've been catering to straight hair when our hair is curly, and that's why we haven't been retaining length.
A person's hair usually has an effect on their level of confidence. The way a person feels about their hair can boost their confidence to an all-time high or bring out their insecurities.
Clients, the ones that are transitioning, it's a bit intimidating to them at first, you know, because it's like they're at their most vulnerable state, you know, and they have to become comfortable with some aspect of themselves that I can't do anything to, you know, speed up the process for. Like, it's a process that they have to go through. It's their journey that they have to go through. So they have to become comfortable with being in their truest state. But my curly naturals, or people that have been on this journey for a while, are always confident. I feel like because they came through the journey, you know. Like I said, when you do that big chop, or, you know, you first take out that weave, that's the most vulnerable you're gonna feel.
And I can remember my first big chop. The first time I was in high school, had so much heat damage, and this guy, he big chopped my hair, and I remember him saying, "It looks so beautiful." He turned me around to the mirror and he was like, "Do you like it?" And I was like, "Yes, it's beautiful," but I was trying not to cry.
So our clients, it's probably the first time that they've actually felt their texture of their hair in such a really great moisturized state. So I think the majority of our clients, when they leave our space, there's some additional confidence, there's some additional pride with understanding how their own texture works. I encourage natural hairstyles for the safety. I want Black folks to be safe. I don't want Black folks having any health issues that are related to just some of those harmful chemicals. As it relates to our history and our culture and our pride, most definitely is great. Any way that we can kind of celebrate us. And one of the biggest ways to celebrate us is in our afro and our kinks and our coils and our locks. So can't nobody else on this planet do it like the way that we do it.
Don't touch my crown. Don't touch my crown. Don't touch my crown.